Good morning, everyone.
Hi.
Good
Welcome.
morning.
Hello. Welcome to another episode of Ask Aleš. Meg said, is it Ask Aleš anything? So I think we'll just call it Ask Aleš. And maybe we'll try. Maybe we focus more technical stuff. But anyways, welcome, Aleš. How are things over in Slovenia?
Well, it's almost spring here, so no snow this year.
No snow this year.
We have 10 degrees Celsius.
Oh my, yeah. Well, it's not quite 10 degrees. It's only 1 degree outside. But if you look out my window, you see there's some snow, but there's also grass around, which is so strange because Christmas Day we were snowed in. We had a blizzard Christmas Eve, and our side road was totally impassable. The drifts went from knee height at the minimum to waist height or beyond, and we had to wait to get plowed out on Boxing Day. But then the rain came and melted most of it away. Anyways, but we have another person joining us by audio. Nat is here with us in the studio, the virtual studio. How are you,
Yes.
Nat?
Good morning.
Do you have any snow where you are, Nat?
No, we didn't get any. I live on the coast of Massachusetts, and we got none on the southern coast, so I'm happy with that.
That's good. And in the chat, it looks like we have Betsy. Betsy was the first one to join us. Morning, Betsy. Diane and Donna and Tommy Buck from Louisiana. I'm betting Tommy does not have snow. I think that's probably a safe bet. Anyway, so we have one question to start us off, and actually it was my question, so I'll just ask it outright. My question was, Aleš, what is the best way to find a free space page? Because in the past I have wanted to find a free space page that I've made, and I couldn't remember exactly what I called it, and I went through various combinations and permutations, and eventually I find them usually, but there's got to be a better way. So I often go to the find menu and use the search, and then that brings up, there's lots of places there that
well, if it's a space page that you created, then you can go to your watch list, because usually those pages are on your watch list. So if you go on watch list, here you have free space profiles.
See, yeah. Now, if I had known that, it would have been a much quicker find.
Here are all the pages that you created. So this, if you don't know exact name of the page, this helps a lot. But on the other hand, if you have a lot of pages, this can be. Right. Okay, I created 800 pages.
Oh my! So no, my list is not nearly that big. I could see mine without having to scroll.
I have most of them are for Data Doctors project.
Right.
So
right.
That's one possibility, and the other is using WikiTree Plus.
Okay.
Where we have I have special search there. So if you go to search section, you have here text search, person tree, managed by, and so on. And then for categories, and at the end is page search. So here you can search for a space page for any type of page by title. So if we want to find all pages named Greg that have Greg in the title, so here are no help pages, no project pages, 21 space pages, and no templates, and no main and no categories. So
I've got a to-do list there. I didn't even remember I made a to-do list page.
To do.
There's a Greg Clarke to-do list, free space page.
So here and then, you can quickly see if that's the correct page, and so on. The other, so that's if you know the title of the page. If you don't, then you can go to search by page content, and if we search for Greg here, we have much more results. So it searches actually all the contents of the page in wiki format. So as you wrote it there, you can write the same. So here we have Greg appears on 34 help pages, on 11 project pages, 300 and something space pages, and on template it doesn't, and also on 10 categories. So and if we check any of them, so here Greg is okay, it's not you, but it's
No.
Greg. Or you can refine search to search for some project name or something, and it would be, so I don't know, this
1S. There you go. Or 2 S's, one on each end of the word.
Yeah. So for instance, disasters project is mentioned on some help pages. And then here you have then, okay, disasters is the main one, but also, so you can see that it's on each state it's mentioned. Then also space pages that mention disasters and so on. So here you can then combine them that with, I don't know, mining.
Yes.
And it narrows down the results. So
right.
This is very strong search, and almost everything can be found.
Right.
If it's on WikiTree, you can find it here.
Good.
So,
and that text search is an and search, right? So it have both the word disasters and mining.
Yes, you can also, by default, the space means and operator. You can also write or mining, and it should combine the result. Or you can put disasters and not mining. It will remove mining from the results. It has some basic Boolean logic. So.
Right. Well, that's nice, and you don't have to use fancy codes, or like it doesn't. You can do it in lowercase or uppercase.
No, it's case insensitive. All searches on WikiTree Plus are case insensitive.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay. Excellent.
But we don't. I don't have different endings, so you have. I mean, you get different results for disaster and disasters. So
okay.
I have no logic to try different endings of the word.
Right. There's no wild card.
No.
No.
Not for now.
No.
Maybe in
the
future.
I mean, already it's very powerful. So.
Well, in some cases, it's even better that you have this possibility.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. To be precise. Yeah.
Because on the other hand, you have to try both forums.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. For people searching for Johnson, that's a pain, because is there an H in it? Is there not an H? Is it singular, plural? Yeah. But still, that's very good. Okay. Well, I know the next time I need a free space page, I think I'll be able to find it much quicker now. Thank you. So now that you've joined us live, do you have a question for Aleš? Is Nat still here?
Oh, she's not in the stream.
There I am. No, I don't have any particular questions. I was here to just kind of answer anything that if there's any questions about cemetery categories.
Actually, I invited her since we will most likely talk about cemetery reports, and she's the person for that.
I see. She's a plant. I didn't realize that. Oh my. Well, that's great, Nat. So, are there any questions from the people who are live in the chat from YouTube? Are there any questions that? Let me just look through. Morning. This will be helpful for finding help pages. Donna says yes. There are, and they're always. I always have trouble finding them. Me too, Donna. There you go. And Donna created a to-do list, so that's good. John asks a question. Is there a way to search for profiles with both England and Wales in birthplace?
England and Wales. Yeah, sure. You just write. So we have to go to profile search. So this is text search. And you write profile and Wales. Now this will, no, England and Wales.
Is profile a special word?
No. So this will display profiles that have England and Wales somewhere on the profile. If you want to, you can also then refine it and say birth location equals England, and we can put this in double quotes. So both words should be found in birth location and get profiles, and these are the ones. So 320 of them.
So the double quotes doesn't mean it has to be exactly those letters in that.
No, the double quotes means that birth location index applies also to the second word, because if you put it like this, it would mean birth location. England must be in birth location and Wales must be anywhere. So it's different case. You could also write birth location equals England and birth location equals Wales.
Right.
Like this, you would get the same result, but it's easier to just use
it's more
double
efficient to do that. Yeah.
Also, search is slightly faster because of that. So you get those England or Wales results and so on.
But I think my geography tells me that it's either England or Wales, isn't it?
No, this is England and yes, but it seems
like I mean,
that,
if you put down,
it is possible. Okay, here is England or Wales in birth location.
You're uncertain, so that's okay.
But it seems that Wales is also a place in Yorkshire, England. So maybe
there's actually a town called Wales.
It seems so.
Okay, I didn't.
It's also here.
That's got to be confusing. So if they live in a town called Wales that's in Yorkshire, are they Welsh? Probably not. I don't know. Interesting.
Well, we can add Yorkshire to the mix. And we have 150. Yes, this is definitely a place in.
It must be a
Yorkshire.
Place. Okay. They're Welsh English. Interesting. Okay. Good. Well, there you go, John. That's how you do it. Donna has a simple question. Well, it seems simple, but it's actually a very important question. If you're on the main WikiTree, if you're on a profile page, what's the quickest way to get to WikiTree Plus? Now, I know what you do is you go open up a new tab and you just start typing and it opens and it just goes straight there because you type it so often. You just have to put W and I bet you it just fills into WikiTree Plus.
Right, like this.
Yeah, exactly. See, you type one W and then. But if you're not Aleš and you haven't trained your computer to go to WikiTree Plus and you're on a profile page, like say your own profile or maybe the WikiTree homepage.
Well, if you are on some page,
yeah, we'll assume we're logged in.
Okay. So if we are here, I usually, if I have to come to WikiTree Plus, I use so wherever you see this box of Data Doctor projects, you have here WikiTree Plus image, and it's a link to WikiTree Plus.
So if you got that green box, you can click there.
So this is on our project-related pages, Data Doctors project-related pages, and all the reports that I create. So this image is something to look. If you see it, it will bring you to WikiTree Plus.
Okay.
Otherwise, I go to suggestions if I'm a prof, and I will get the suggestions for me. And here I have the image. So in 2 clicks,
So you click on that, that'll take you there. Okay.
So that works on all pages on all pages on WikiTree. But usually I prefer people should
just type it in
bookmark
directly.
or write it type it a few times, then it will come up first.
Right. So basically then you look for the WikiTree Plus logo, and it's on any project page. Natalie's mentioned it's on any category page. And if
well, there are special cases, like for instance, if you are on categories, you also, here is the direct category on some category. So let's go here. Here is also these 2 links are directly to WikiTree Plus. So you can go to, for instance, this is search category. So it will search for, it starts and prefills the category with the category name. So here you can, okay, this is just one, but you can then change slightly the text and it will show other results. The other link there, so the other link is Navigate, and this one opens category navigation on WikiTree Plus. So this is, you get a list of, here it lists all the subcategories. You can navigate up and down. You can show different, so for instance, this is, if you, now I'm on functional projects. And level 0 is just this category. You can increase the level, you get all subcategories. You can increase it again, so you get second level categories also listed.
Nice.
And so on. So this is Navigate, and you can then also, click on this, which with each category you can click on the
expand. Wow, nice.
No, the 3 icon, and now it will navigate from this category on. So you can get, then you have also possibility to filter out some categories. So you can customize what you are looking at.
That's really neat. I don't think I'd seen your category navigator before.
Well, it's on every category.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I just I've never clicked that particular one. That's a very handy thing.
Even on results, you have this navigator, so you can then navigate cemeteries. So here you get, you can then include or exclude. So for instance, I want to exclude on first level all cemeteries profiles, and it shortens the list and just show the rest.
Right.
Now here on this browser, you have also display details. So here, category info box is analyzed and showed in, and the data used in that template is displayed here. You can select it here. So for instance, cemetery, these are required fields of category info box, but we have to come to some cemeteries first. So let's increase the level.
So Natalie agrees that this is a very handy tool if you're using categories often.
So here you get the category, the fields from category info box for the cemetery, where it is used on a cemetery category.
Right.
So, Here you can easily find if something is missing or so on. So this one is without the coordinate.
Right.
And so...
So how many, is there a way to, so for example, if I had a handy GPS device and I wanted to go out and add the GPS coordinates for all the cemeteries that haven't been mapped yet, is there a quick way to find out the ones that are missing a coordinate?
Yeah, sure. So
is that
you can go to Data Doctor's project, and here is a category report. So if we have a look of category report, you have here, for instance, for cemetery categories. This one I think is the correct one. This shows all the categories that have missing location, I think, or location or coordinate. So
there you go.
Let's have a look. So we have 7,000 of them.
Okay.
Some are missing coordinate and some are missing location categories. So these are all listed here. You can then search for coordinate, and you will get. Page has to load first. It's still big.
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah. Tommy, while it's searching, Tommy Buck has also mentioned that there's a link on the Find menu, Find Apps. There's a in that sub menu. There is a link to WikiTree Plus. And I'm wondering is that always there, or is that apps menu part of the browser extension? Because I've installed the WikiTree browser extension, and I know it has an apps flyout menu that lists.
Yeah, here it's also right.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Yeah. So that's another way to find it. So there's lots of ways to get into it easily.
Okay, now it's getting some results. So we have 6,699 categories without location. These are just cemetery categories. So.
Right. I'll be on a grand world tour. Yes. Well, maybe not this year. Maybe.
So here are all the errors related for category info box, if something is missing, or if I don't know, this one is interesting with multiple categories on the same point. So these two categories most likely needs to be merged, but okay, it has to be checked first because it can be also error in coordinate. But
is it possible that the cemetery was renamed, and so that's why it didn't have the same coordinates?
So here the name is the same, but the location is different, as you can see.
Right.
I don't know. You have this is case by. You have to look into this in case by case for each case separately. So these both point to a same find a grave cemetery. So you have to check there.
But if the town name changed,
reference,
or it could be
Ringgold, Bienville Parish. So
Bienville, yeah. So one's going by the town name, one's going by the
parish. One is by the parish, one is by the town name. So probably this one should be merged into the one with the town name.
Right.
That's what Natalie usually does.
Hey, Nat. Yes.
Sometimes
go ahead.
Sometimes it's a tough call because you have to look at the map and see what the coordinates are and figure out why that was named that way, so you can change it or keep it or make a decision. But sometimes that irks people because it doesn't exactly match Find a Grave, so they'll create another category with whatever it says on Find a Grave. So we're constantly having sort of duplicates go on.
Right. But if you have a cemetery that actually has changed its actual name from, like, say it was originally just it was only a Catholic cemetery, and then it was sort of taken over, and became just a town cemetery.
Well, you can
Would you have two
can
different
use
entries for
the
that?
AKA on a category info box, and that is also later used in the search. So if we go to so if I edit my profile, for instance, and with the new extension, come on, edit, discard the draft.
Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I was going to say, you lost all your text.
So here with the new extension, you have for categories, you can add location category or cemetery category. So if we can add the cemetery for now, and it's the cemetery is Oak Hill, let's say. And now here in the results, okay, you get all Oak Hill cemeteries, but you also get others like this one. And then on hint, you get, here is location is Oak Hill, North Carolina. Or on some categories, here is the also known as Oak Hill Cemetery. So this one searches all the category info box fields, and it should reduce the number of false categories used or created again if it's not listed. Because with you wouldn't find this category if you would search for Oak Hill on here. If we can try it here, but it's not there. So this one just searches by name, by category name, and not all variations are in there. And also another important thing here, also with location and with cemetery, is that you have usually it's from the name you cannot exactly say if it's the correct one or not, because you have the town places repeat multiple times in the state. So here you also can see the county. And you can also write the county in the search conditions. So we can add Dakota County, Dakota, and it's then just this one.
There's just one.
Even though there is no Dakota in the name.
So where's the Dakota from? Oh, it's Dakota County.
Dakota County, yeah.
It's not in South or North Dakota. That's what I was expecting to see.
Well, it could be, but it's not.
There's no Oak Hills in the Dakota states.
There are some hills. There are some hills in Dakota.
There are some hills, just not Oak Hills. There's Rose Hills and Grace Hills.
No, these are cemeteries, not places.
Not the hills. Okay.
So this one, this is improvement of standard category search.
Very nice. Yeah.
And now, since we are here on the categories, we can also have a look on the newest report that I created. This is for on each cemetery category. You have detailed report about profiles related to this cemetery. So
very nice.
Here we are on this category, and we have only one profile here. And this profile is also on the so this category is linked to Find a Grave Cemetery. This one, which is correct, and also the profile that is in the category is also linked to the same Find a Grave Cemetery. So here are no errors. But there are some other cemeteries that have some problems with the data and mixture. So maybe this one.
We're still on old Sparta.
No, okay, we can go by. Actually, I can start about this with. So here on categories at the end, you have cemetery reports, and here you can. These are fairly new reports, where all the cemeteries are analyzed and put into some reports. So here I created so if you are looking from the categories side of view, a category can be unlinked. That means that it has no link to Find a Grave cemetery.
Okay.
Then it can be also empty. That means that no profiles are in it. It can have multiple. It can have profiles that have multiple cemeteries in it, or just this one are usually correct. So now if we have a look at this, so this is in Africa. So these are empty categories. So category, this is some cemetery created, but no profile was placed into it. So this is placeholder waiting for categories probably. Then unlinked ones are categories that have some profiles, but are not connected to the Find a Grave cemetery. So Find a Grave has, I think, all the cemeteries that exist in the world, or most of them. So it's you can expect all the categories to be linked to them. So, and here you get then the list of profiles that are also on cemetery. But okay, if we go to a linked category, for instance, or let's go to the big one, it will be more clear. So
there's a link. Oh, there we go.
So here is a cemetery. So this is the cemetery, and it has all these profiles. So it has 125 profiles in a category. 1 and 2 profiles have also linked to Find a Grave cemetery. While the other 132 don't have a Find a Grave link, which is nothing wrong, but we can't say if they are in a correct category or not. Most likely they are, but there can be some errors. And now we can have a look at those errors. These are cases with multiple cemeteries. So here we can see, let's go here in Africa. It's not a lot of data. Let's go to the States.
I'm surprised. I didn't think that Find a Grave would include Africa as well, but
well, it's a worldwide site.
It is worldwide, yeah.
So here we have Oak Lawn Cemetery, and we have, so here we have 150 profiles. 6 of them have no Find a Grave memorial defined. So, okay, that's not a problem. While 145 of them have the Find a Grave, are linked to Find a Grave memorial, and all of them are also in correct cemetery also.
So the percentage is like totally flipped from the previous example.
Yeah. So here you can see these are all correct. Now you have a few possibilities here. It can be no Find a Grave memorial defined, or it was not found. So on this profile, this one has Find a Grave mentioned as a link. So it is linked to a memorial, but it was not connected automatically due to differences in the name. So here we have this, or dates or something. I automatically connect profile to a memorial only if the name and the dates are matched quite good. So here in this is probably. So we have 1704 and here is 1707. So I don't link such profiles automatically. It can be linked using same find a grave template and same as parameter set to yes, but that has to be done explicitly because otherwise too many false profiles would be connected.
So the same as parameter overrides the automatic determination.
Well, same as if you use same as equals yes, that means that's a memorial for that person. So I don't question it then.
You don't question it. Okay.
And these are with correct memorials. Then here also can it can be another group that can appear here is for the for memorial sites where where the person is not buried. It's just a memorial, so those are treated slightly differently. And here, then the big advantage here is the one with multiple. So here a few profiles. So here we have again a group of profiles without memorial and without a found memorial. And okay, this is another group that are connected, but there is no memorial, no cemetery defined on find the grave. So if we can see here that this one burial lost at war, so it's not a memorial. So it's not a grave. And this one are wrong somehow. So on find the grave here it says that this memorial is for on a different. So we are looking now at Mountain Grove Cemetery, and on this memorial it says that it's on Nicholas Farm burial ground. So this is here it's a difference. Now so something is not quite right here. Probably maybe a wrong memorial is connected to WikiTree profile. That is also a possibility, but it is irrefer. It seems the same one. Yeah. Oh, even the image is the same, so it is correct memorial. And find the grave states that it's this is the place for it. So this one probably shouldn't be in this category. And now it can be then found the correct one and placed into that one. There are also some cases where there are multiple there are multiple memorials for the same person and so on, but well, those can be also spotted here, but I cannot really showcase here. So this way the category usage can be corrected and refined. Here we have Cenapet, our memorial site. So here, this one is not really
cemetery and mausoleum.
Yeah, it's Cenapet, so it's not Cenapet. So these are the new reports.
Very nice.
And so this is you can. Where is it?
I think Nat says she has to go.
Okay. So this is if you look it from find the grave from WikiTree point of view with categories. So here we can also at the end we have then the totals. So we have currently we have 77 thousand cemetery categories, and so 65,000 of 65,000 are correctly linked. 4,000 have multiple cemeteries on them, multiple categories of them, cemeteries actually. 1,700 of them are empty, and 5,000 are not linked. Now with NET, we are lately adding this data, and also some other users do that. So once we will, I think in a month or two, we'll come to 0, or actually not 0, but all that are known will be connected and linked.
Right. Now, for that burial at sea category, for example, is that a category, or is that just
that is a category, but it's not really, it's excluded from this report because
and do you have,
it should be.
Do you have subcategories like North Atlantic, Pacific Ocean?
No.
Okay.
That
would
also, cremation is another.
How many Irish immigrants who left Ireland during the potato famine ended up being buried at sea before they made it to Canada or the US?
Well,
that's a little macabre story, but that's a little dark.
You can find that on WikiTree Plus.
You can? Okay, how would you do that?
Well, I would search for death location equals at sea, and birth country equals, from where did you say?
I was saying Ireland, yes.
Here, Ireland. Okay, something is wrong.
I think you missed a Y there. Is at sea one word, or is there a space in it?
Yes, it is. It should be. On. Okay, it is space in.
Oh, there is a space. Yeah. Okay. I mean, in English, you say it as two separate words.
Okay, and let's increase the results. So 1,300.
There we go.
Profiles were born in Ireland and died at sea.
Wow.
Or you can also put here Canada, and you get how many immigrated to Canada.
Yeah. Looks about right.
So, and then another view of the categories and cemeteries is from find a grave point of view. So here, all the find a grave references are analyzed, and also then you can see which one are. Let's go to the States. So you can see which one are missing. So these are cemeteries used on profiles, identified by find the grave over the find the grave link, but they are not in a cemetery category, and also we don't have a category for this cemetery.
Oh, okay.
So these are the missing ones. Then partial ones are the one where, so for instance, Oak Cemetery in Arkansas has a WikiTree category defined. So this is the category, and this profile is in the category. while all the other, these ones are not. So all these profiles could be added to the category Oak Cemetery, Bella Vista, Arkansas. So this is a way to quickly populate cemetery categories because we are missing quite a few.
Oh yeah.
WikiTree. As
I
you
realized
can see
that.
here.
Yeah, I just realized. I think last month, or yeah, it was probably last month when you showed the cemeteries briefly. That my local cemetery, where is on. Well, I knew it was on Find a Grave, but it has a category here, and so I just added my parents and grandparents to it. But there's a lot of other relatives that probably. So with that,
well,
report,
you can quickly. So what is the cemetery in your
it's
place?
called St. Columkills. So I'll have to spell that for you because that's not an easy word to spell.
Wait, let's search. Well, actually, okay, let's search for you.
Okay, Saint. Oh, you're looking for me. Okay. Yeah, I'm the 1007. Yeah, 110.
So your parents, you said.
It's actually my adoptive parents. So if you go down to my bio there's a link to my Patrick Joseph Clarke. You click on him.
Okay, and he should be. Okay, now we are on the category.
There you
and
are.
You have here a WikiTree report, and here you can also see the missing ones. So ones. Okay, so all this could be added to the category.
Right.
That's something you can do.
That's something I could do. Yep, those are my.
Most likely all of them are here. Then also then my connections will have better results because you will have more profiles on a category.
Right.
And more will be found here.
Oh, it's funny. Yeah. So those are okay. My parents are Mary Bernadette McIsaac and Patrick, and then my one set of grandparents are Eva Mary and Donald Joseph. So I'm connected to them. Those are my adopted side, right? So I'm still connected to them, but just really far away. That's kind of funny.
There are multiple paths between any two persons on WikiTree.
That's right. Yeah,
I think by multiple, it means
I'm connected
millions.
to myself. I'm connected to my adoptive and my biological cells are like 12th cousins or something to each other.
Okay.
You're just kind of funny.
Yeah, so these reports are what I did in the last few months.
That's a lot of work. That's great. Those special reports, that's really cool.
And you can go by your location and improve the data. So for your county first and so on.
Yeah, that's nice. The ability to see which profiles are in the category and then which ones qualify to be in it but aren't. That's a really neat feature. So do other categories have that sort of thing? Like, for example, I'm doing my wife's family tree and adding those profiles to a little town in Italy, and I got someone from the Italy project created that category for me, and I put some in, but there's some I know I've missed. So does it have a similar type of report?
No, because I mean, you can do that by a simple search. So
right, okay.
If you are interested only in one town,
right.
So if we return to you,
okay,
and you set your
the little town is Belsito, but yeah, if you go to my wife, Julie.
Okay.
Go to Julie.
Where did it go?
Oh, it was there. I saw her.
I know.
Oh, because she's living? Did she disappear? There's husband of there. Right. Yeah.
Here. So,
and go to her father.
Father. I don't like this. The new extension seems to wait. Father. It should be the first daughter of Giovanni.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
and
he was born in Belsito.
Category. Belsito.
Yeah. And
but he's not in the category.
Oh, he's not in the category. Oh my! There's error number one. What about his father? Did I put him in the category?
Nope. No category used.
Oh, Loretta. I must have put Loretta. The husband, Loretta Macchione, Francesco's wife.
So
I must have put her in the category. Come on.
Yep. We have some categories.
Okay.
Bellista. Is this it?
Belsito. Yeah, that's it. So obviously, Belsito. I've already found a number that I need to add.
Okay, now, so Belsito Consenza. And search by location equals. We want these two words. We have 165 profiles, and we want to exclude the ones that are in the category. So we can add not category. Well, I think
looks like there's an underscore there.
Yep. Profiles, and
so these are the people I should be able to add.
These are the ones that have something with this place, but are not in a category. Either are born, died. So this is an easy way to add. Then you can also try variations without Consenza, because probably not all of them have. But firstly, you go with the ones that you are sure.
Right. Excellent. Okay, well, that's good. I learned something.
You can hunt for the data.
Yes. There are always ways to hunt for the data. Wow, great. People who are still with us on YouTube, who haven't been kicked off by a storm or doctor's appointment or anything, do you have a question for Aleš? Could be category related, could be cemetery related, could be anything.
Template.
Those are nice searches. So when you're in edit mode, you've got the template, location templates and category templates. Are there any other categories of templates that you're thinking of adding, or does that cover practically everything? Project templates?
Yes, I do. I mean, there is. So if you are on a cemetery. Let's go to some cemetery category. So here, you can get, here it's slightly different. So on cemetery category, you only should add location categories and cemetery groups. So here you are not searching by cemeteries, but by parent groups. So this is the third one that I prepared for cemetery group, and I will most likely add all the other searches for that use category info box. So you will we have, I don't know, I think for structures we have a few of them, and name studies and so on. So I will I will be adding those, but not for. I mean, they are not in it yet.
They're not quite as massive as the cemetery project. That was
Yeah, here we really have a lot. I mean, here
Yeah.
here the search is important because it is able to search by the other fields. So
Right.
this I see it being important for, I don't know,
Mhm.
for one name study you can just use a built-in category picker. It's
Right.
quite good.
Yes.
Oh,
Clark County. I don't think we have a
okay.
Clark one name
No,
study.
you don't. It would be
Now, is there
shown here.
Douglas? Douglas is my biological. Is there a Douglas name study? I wonder. Yes, there is. There's a Douglas name study. Yeah.
Mhm. So, but I mean, I will most likely add other types
Mhm.
of category info boxes, but I didn't do it yet because it's not that important for those.
Right.
They can be easily found here.
Okay. Cool.
And this search is slightly better because it does partial search. It will also find Douglas without the S
Right.
and so on. So
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
I won't be in a hurry unless I see an advantage
Yes,
in
that's
having
right.
it separated.
Well, Azure is in the chat, and she's done lots of one-name studies, so she might.
Well, if she has some problem, she can ask. I mean, it's really easy to.
Okay, you heard Azure.
do
You
it.
can ask. There's one new question just came in on the chat. She said it's a bit off. It's from D. So it's a bit off topic. Who or where to ask for a translation of a Croatian diary?
I could do that.
Oh, you speak Croatian? You read Croatian?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Well, there you go, D. You can ask Aleš anything, just like. Okay, well, send Aleš a message on WikiTree, and maybe he can help you out. Very cool. See, we're learning lots about you today, Aleš. That's great. Oh, she thinks you're too busy to help. Oh.
Well, I have a lot to do, but
maybe it'd be interesting reading. You know.
Yeah.
Anyways, the worst you can say is, well, I'll do a page a night or a page or two every now and then. So, here you go.
On top of all the other things that I do.
That's right. That's right.
No, but if you have no way to understand that, I can have a look and do some translation.
Yeah. Very cool. I'm guessing
more than it's not so much a problem of translating, it's a problem of reading, because you can usually those are handwritten, and
that's the thing, isn't it? Yes,
that's the problematic part.
You can't just sort of scan it and then put it into Google Translate or whatever. Yeah, she says it's from 1934 in Milwaukee, from her great grandfather or grandpa. Very cool. Well, it is 9:58, so that hour went really fast, I thought.
Well, it always does.
It always does. It always does. And very useful information, and very cool stuff. Azure says, map of profiles on One Place Studies is so wonderful to use. It was a big hit at the conference. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very
also cool. It can be also used on cemetery categories once those are placed in.
Yeah, the maps are very cool.
Yeah, okay. So this is
WikiTree
Plus map. Probably she meant this one.
I suspect, yeah.
No, map of profiles, this one.
Thanks, Betsy.
This will just show the cemetery.
Right.
Map back. Map of profiles. This is the one.
Oh,
that's nicer. This will show 11 profiles. So
Yes.
these are the
And
profiles.
they
from
all
the
end up.
category.
Well, we know they all end up in the same place in the end, don't they?
Yeah.
There we go. Yes.
But they have very different various
Yeah, they're born in
paths.
different places. Yeah.
So these are.
There we go.
So we should change the display options. Persons.
There's a list of the profiles along the side. That is very cool too. I like that. On the right side.
Mm-hmm. Color by century is not what I want. Okay. Migration is what I want.
Oh yeah.
So they should probably end up on a cemetery. All of them should end up on this cemetery.
Yeah.
I think I did.
You see where they're.
Here it is. Is it this? Yep. Here is the cemetery, probably.
Right.
Let's
Yes,
turn it on.
Yeah, it's right off
Yeah.
Highway 12. Yeah.
So this is the cemetery, and here the arrows coming to the cemetery are from different death places. Because after the death place, I extend the line to the cemetery.
Oh. Oh, that's right. Because Patrick, my dad, passed away in the hospital in Aurelia, but he was buried at the cemetery. So that makes sense why he shows up there.
So from here, and
yeah, he was born in Upper Grove, which is where the cemetery is. Passed away in the hospital in Aurelia, and then was buried back in
here.
Wow.
Yep, you can find all sorts of interesting stuff here. But you must know
So
the data
migration
too.
includes beyond death to the final resting place.
Yes.
That's very cool.
Now with the cemetery location, I was able to do that. So
yes, that's right.
This is another advantage of category info box. That
so for those people who, for instance, are on holidays, pass away in Florida, and then get shipped back home for their final home,
they will have a long line.
They'll have a long line. Wow. Very cool. Look at that.
And
that's a lot of pins on that map.
No, those are cemetery. These are
those are the cemetery
circles. Yes, I can turn them off
because we're going way beyond St. Columcille's. Cool.
Okay.
Well, that was a great hour. I look forward to next month and see what we delve into then.
Yeah.
So if you
okay.
People who have been watching or people who are rewatching it after the fact on YouTube, if you have suggestions or things that you'd like to find out for next time, then please leave a comment or leave a comment on the G2G post, or just slip Aleš a personal message and we'll queue something up for February. But until then, have a great day.
But mention that it's a question for Ask Aleš, so I want to answer it immediately.
Oh yes, that's right. Ask Aleš. It has to be an Ask Aleš. That's right. Mention that so that he does answer, because I'm sure he gets too many emails.
Daily, I answer some.
You answer some. Anyways, but leave a comment. Anyways, that'd be great. See you all. Have a great day.